welcome to the next episode of Language Talks. We are in conversation today with Pradeep Taude from Pune. Pradeep is a seasoned Portuguese language expert in translation, interpretation, transcription, and voiceover services. He has worked across diverse industries, including business, legal, media sectors, providing both simultaneous and consecutive interpretation. Pradeep's expertise is recognized with an award for excellence in interpretation within the beauty industry. The award was presented by the international icon Jacqueline Fernandez. With a deep passion for language and cultural exchange, he continues to play a vital role in bridging communication gaps between Portuguese and other languages. Hello, Pradeep.
Hello, hi.
Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Pradeep, I would like to start by asking you what inspired you to specialize in Portuguese?
So, due to work in 2011, I had to travel to Brazil, and there,
Mhm.
in 2011, at least today, we have couple of people who can speak in other language like in English, but at that time there was like 0%. And as a
Hmm.
project coordinator, I have to coordinate for my project, and I had to learn
Hmm.
Portuguese. So
Oh, okay.
when I was there, I learned many things and I got passionate about the culture. And I just decided when I came back, I decided to go deep dive in the language, and from there I'm into the Portuguese language area.
Oh, that's an interesting start then.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, please share with us your journey into becoming a Portuguese language expert since then.
Yeah. I'm a civil engineer, and I
Mhm.
was really fed up with my daily day-to-day life. It was not I was not having any social life. Actually, I was working like 2 3 days continuously without sleep, and I always wanted to do something different. I'm a good learner, and I like to learn new things. And in 2009, I started learning at first programming, because programming
Mhm.
was very useful in our day-to-day engineering life. But I could not understand it. And as it was social media's era, start of that Orkut and all those things, one of
Right.
my childhood friend, he wanted to learn
Mhm.
Indonesian language, and
Oh.
he said that I have couple of friends who I generally chat with and all those things. And I he just asked, would you like to learn any new language? It's really fun.
Mhm.
You can talk to other people who from around the world. And I just wanted to connect with new people. That was my curiosity also. So I
Mhm.
started learning some sentences or some vocabulary in Portuguese, because I love Goa. And
Mhm.
Goa was colonized by Portuguese, so it was my
Right.
dream also to have a house in Goa, just relax at
Oh, okay.
at beach. So
Mhm.
I thought that I could come up with Portuguese people there, and I have to learn, and just to as a fun I learned. And meanwhile, my boss, he he saw that I'm learning Portuguese language. I was doing a structural designing for steel
Mhm.
structures, and our client was basically from US and Europe. But then
Mhm.
he saw that opportunity and started looking for the project in Latin America, as
Okay.
Brazil is one of the biggest, or the biggest country in Latin America. So he
Mhm.
got one project from there, and he
Mhm.
just pitched that we have an engineer who can speak in Portuguese. Meanwhile, I was just learning
Wow.
some greetings. But then client
Mhm.
came, and he saw that I was really interested in learning new language, and particularly Portuguese. So uh, in June 2011, me and my boss, we went for the contractual part. We stayed for 2 months. Then we came back
Mhm.
in 2012. I switched to there, I stayed there for 1 year completely, and meanwhile
Mm.
I started learning by myself only.
Okay.
So
Mm.
in that case, I could say in 15 hours I just grabbed the grammatical part, uh,
Oh, okay.
and rest I just started talking with them. Many
Mm.
people, they laugh at me, they fooled me, but then by my mistake only I learned. And when I came back, I saw that there are almost none of the person who can speak Portuguese language. So I
Okay.
got an opportunity to work in Bangalore, Accenture,
Mm.
and
Okay.
then I completely switched to my Portuguese language career
Oh.
only.
Mm. That's great. Languages can take you anywhere, like they say.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Particularly, you connect with the people, so that
Mm.
actually
Yeah.
that thrilled me.
Mm. You got your calling, like you wanted some social connection and you got it.
Yes, yes, exactly.
So you received this award for excellence in interpretation. So
Yes,
congratulations.
thank you.
Please tell us more about it.
So from in the year of 2000, in we have many this bridal makeup area where the makeup is really, they are now theme marriage and all those things. They want a particular makeup art, particular makeup, and those skills. Always makeup artists, they try to learn new skills. So some people, they go for Russia, some people go for the Middle East, and now the
Mm.
trend was in Latam, particularly Brazil,
Mhm.
and Brazil is one of the biggest cosmetic market. So
Okay.
from there, many makeup artists, they came here, and in the first uh, uh, makeup event only, I was not aware. I'll just share my experience. First day, it was like a comedy show because I was not aware of the medical this makeup terms, and I was told that I have to do in Hindi. So I was using pure Hindi
Okay.
words. Like for eyebrows, I was
Okay.
using bhuvaiya, and many makeup artists, the student, they used to laugh at me. I didn't understand why they are laughing. So organizer, it came up and said that you have to don't use so pure Hindi, just go
Hmm.
as a English, and you just translate the technique. So the
Hmm.
next morning when I came, and when I started interpreting, all people, all students, they started giving more attention. They started like how that can possible, because whole night I learned all those vocabulary and terminology, and I connected with the uh, that makeup artist, and I could translate. So from there, like from last 5 year continuously, whenever there is a makeup event, almost all organizers, they want to work with me because I could deliver
Yeah.
that exact terminology and
Hmm.
the skill.
Correct. That is so important to know the exact terms, isn't it?
Yes, yes.
That's great. Your profile mentions services like interpretation, translation, transcription, and voiceover. So, which of these you like the most, and which of these are most challenging? Tell us both.
I'll say I like the most is interpretation,
Okay.
and
Mhm.
which uh, for me, most challenging is also interpretation. But
I
I
see.
like the simultaneous one, which is the
Mhm.
best.
Okay.
You just deliver it. I know it
Mhm.
require the most highly precise attention, and you should know the things. You have to prepare for that, and yeah, that's what I think it is of my profile, because I, as I always mention, that I like to learn. So for learning, I always keep reading news channels, newspapers, any
Mhm.
articles, and keep
Okay.
updating myself.
Mhm.
Consecutive interpretation is where you have to be more precise. There you will use your memory. You have
Mhm.
to grab all those sentences. Sometimes
Okay.
the speaker, they don't recognize,
Hmm.
they start speaking like 10, 15 sentences. Actually it should be of 1 or 2 minutes of break they have
Hmm.
to take, and then interpreter has to say. But then
Hmm.
also, by practicing, I'm just trying to get over of this
Hmm.
my fear.
Okay, so it seems there are various types of Portuguese, like Brazilian, etc. So please tell us more about it.
Yeah. If you are asking about the different or types of Portuguese, there are two primary forms of Portuguese spoken around the world. First is European and
Hmm.
another is Brazilian. Okay, so
Hmm.
these two forms are
Okay.
Portuguese are same actually linguistic root. Actually,
Hmm.
Portuguese people they colonized Brazil, and Brazil got
Hmm.
Portuguese language
Okay.
because native
Hmm.
are red Indians only.
Right.
But then if you can they are different in terms of pronunciation, vocabulary, grammar. Even if cultural references are there, like for example, if you take uh, European Portuguese, they it tends to have a more close, less nasal sound with several vowels being reduced and omitted in the casual speech. While
I
in
see.
on
Hmm.
other hand, Brazilian Portuguese is characterized for by more melodic and open
Hmm.
pronunciation with clear and
Hmm.
vowel sound and more emphasis
Hmm.
on syllables. Okay.
I
So,
see.
for example,
Okay.
in European Portuguese, you say for train it is train in Brazilian
Hmm.
Portuguese, but in European
Okay.
Portuguese they say comboio. So it's like
Hmm.
British English and American English.
Hmm. I see. That is the difference. Okay.
There are now African Portuguese is also there. For example, Mozambique
Oh.
and Angola. Those are
Hmm.
mixture of European and Brazilian Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
Even in Goa also we have this Portuguese. Goa, Vasai, you will find some of people they do speak Portuguese yet, but those are
Hmm.
European Portuguese.
Okay. Okay, so a lot of variants are there. Mhm. How
Yes.
do you approach maintaining accuracy and cultural sensitivity in your work?
First of all, my better half is Brazilian. So,
I see.
yeah.
Okay.
So everyday cultural exchange and update I get. Also, I
Okay.
live in Brazil also, and
Mhm.
yeah, as I mentioned, keep learning every day. uh,
Hmm.
Morning you learn, you read about
Hmm.
Indian things, newspaper, news
Hmm.
channel. At night, when
Hmm.
because it's difference of 8 hours and 30 minutes in
Hmm.
Brazilian in India. And I'll
Okay.
then at evening I listen their news channel, newspaper, and
Hmm.
always at least once in a week, basically whenever I'm at home, uh, on weekend I try to do interpretation, so that
Okay.
also helps you a
Okay.
lot for to
Hmm. Hmm.
maintain accuracy, because it's not like just many people say that interpretation is just act of saying, but it's not.
Hmm.
When you do to be
Hmm.
precise, you have to use the correct word, because a
Hmm.
single wrong word can spark a war.
Hmm. Right. Okay. In your career of interpretation and translation, what have been the most rewarding projects you have worked on?
G20, both G20 I worked,
Oh,
uh,
okay.
almost 90% of all G20 meetings I performed. I did interpretation for
Hmm.
Brazilian, although delegation when they came to India. And
Okay.
last year in Brazil, I went to Brazil to help when G20 summit, the last one in
Okay.
November when I went
Hmm.
there. So I had to work with our PM.
Oh, great. That's a wonderful
And
opportunity.
yeah, and one more, it will be next week. There will
Hmm.
be Brazilian. There will be a football match between Brazil and India. in Chennai.
Okay.
So I'll
Mhm.
be interpreting for them uh,
Okay.
if everything goes well.
Okay, that was a wonderful discussion. And which other languages do you like, Pradeep?
My aim was, I'll not say it is, but let's see what God's plan is. I would like to learn some Spanish also, because
Oh.
Spanish is most after English you
Mhm.
have the third language, Spanish. And also
Mhm.
it's like same as Portuguese. I could
Okay.
understand, but depend.
Mhm.
If it is
Mhm.
European Spanish, I do not understand, you know.
Okay.
There
Okay.
are some dialects where I cannot recognize if it is Spanish or it is Portuguese, because those are
Mhm.
some very close. But let's see.
Mhm.
I don't want to risk my Portuguese, because I have many colleagues who took this risk and today they are speaking Portuñol. So Portuguese plus Spanish. So
Oh, okay.
I don't want to mix up all those things. I'm really
Right.
happy with my Portuguese.
Okay. That was a lovely discussion, Pradeep.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you so much for joining. I know you're busy, but still you took out time and spoke to me about Portuguese. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining me in conversation with Pradeep. See you in the next episode. Till then, have a good day. Bye bye.